I sit and wait. There's an angel contemplate my fate.
Hey, true blue, don't say you've gone. Say you've knocked on.
You have to have it quite close. It's only when it's there you can hear it. Will I hold it for you? I'll hold it for you. How do you feel up here? Have you been practicing as well? Listen.
Testing 1, 2.
That's stuff. Testing 1, 2. Do you know what comes after 2? 3. I'll be right there. I'll be right there. Yeah.
I sit and wait. Does an angel contemplate my fate? Do they know the places where we go when we're gray and old? 'Cause I have been told that salvation lets their wings unfold. So when I'm lying in my bed, thoughts running through my head, and I feel that love is dead, I'm loving angels instead. And through it, oh, she offers me protection, a lot of love and affection, whether I'm right or wrong, and down the waterfall, wherever it may take me, I know that life won't break me when I come to call. She won't forsake me. I'm loving angels instead. When I'm feeling weak and my pain walks down a one-way street, I look above and I know I'll always be blessed with love. And as the feeling grows, she breathes flesh to my bones. When love is dead, forsake me. I'm loving angels instead.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome all of you, family and friends of Charles Thomas Price. When I say welcome all of you, I don't just mean the 10 who are here this morning. I mean that wider number who are watching through live streaming, all of them. Because the way this looks just now is not the reality. What this looks like just now is absolutely not the truth. It's a falsehood. The place is full. You know it is. It's full to overflowing. You weren't the only people outside. There was a huge crowd outside with you. A sea of faces that you had to get through, with tears in their eyes, with arms extended wide, with a hand to shake, to hold on to. There were so many people. And that's how you've to see this and to remember. They were all with you. You weren't alone. And for those of you who are watching and you're on your own at home, you're not on your own. You're with us. We know you are, as much as we're with you. And you did the honourable carrying in a tribute to someone very special. Here we come then, in memory of and in celebration of the life of Charles Thomas Price. Chica to many of his friends. We come in support of each other. That's what we do at a time like this. We come in support of each other because we need each other. We need this sea of faces. We need the embrace and the handshakes. Because we're human and that's what we look for. We come for each other, we come for family. For you, Patricia, so that you don't feel alone. So that you know that you're surrounded by good friends and family. For children, for Stephen and Danny. For grandchildren, Sienna, Savannah, Sharney and Charlie. Some of you might be thinking further back. You do at a time like this, those of you who go way back, perhaps you're thinking of his parents, Margaret and Kenneth, Ken. My condolences to you all. You've lost one in a million, I've heard. You've lost someone special. We've all lost someone special. He was a special kind of bloke. He cared for others, he helped others, he even saved others. The world's a better place for him having been here. Some people's death in a local community affects the whole world. It really does. When you go back to England, you'll be taking that kind of love back to the UK. It will affect the world. Your love of your dad and the great stuff that your dad gave you will go with you. A little bit of love goes round the planet. The world has lost someone. His good influence was wide as he worked far and wide, as we'll hear later. He played and shared far and wide. He made you laugh. He was a joker. He was the life of the soul, life and soul of the party. And he made others laugh too, and that's a great thing to do. And as we come, it's inevitable, we come celebrating his life, doing the honourable stuff, but also shedding a tear, because that's what we do as humans. I need you to charge your glasses. You ready to charge the glasses? You need to charge your glasses. Yeah, go on. There are some writings that we have written as humans down through the years to express how we feel on an occasion like this, how we got through an occasion like this, or who got us through an occasion like this. Some of these writings are our oldest writings, and we call them sacred writings. Others are much more modern. This is a much more modern reading. And this kind of helps us to celebrate. This is an Australian piece for somebody who was true blue. This is a great Australian piece, and it really speaks of him. I love to have a beer. I love to have a beer with Duncan. I love to have a beer with Dunk. We drink in moderation and we never, ever, ever get rolling drunk. We drink at the town and country where the atmosphere is great. I love to have a beer with Duncan because, why? Because Duncan's my mate. I love to have a beer with Ziggy. I love to have a beer with Zig. We drink in moderation. It doesn't really matter if he plays with his thingamajig. We drink at the town and country where the atmosphere is great. I love to have a beer with Ziggy because Ziggy's my mate. I love to have a beer with Billy. I love to have a beer with Bill. We drink in moderation. When he drinks, he really does get quite silly. We drink at the town and country where the atmosphere is great. I love to have a beer with Billy because Billy's my mate. I love to have a beer with Leo. I love to have a beer with Neil. We drink in moderation. And as far as mates go, they're the real deal. We drink at the town and country where the atmosphere is great. I love to have a beer with Leo and Neil because they're both my mates. It's a privilege to hear from family as they share at a time like this and allow us into their grief, their love and their privacy. And in so doing, they allow us in and we share further with them. So it's a privilege now for me to ask Stephen to come and say a few words. Ready, Steve?
It's disappointing so many people can't be with us in person today because Dad has so many lifelong friends and people who love and respected him. Can you believe one lousy bat in Wuhan rained on Dad's parade? He would have packed the biggest church in the land. But it certainly won't stop us giving him the farewell he deserved and celebrating a truly remarkable life. It's been extremely difficult cutting the run on side to 10. But we are comforted by those who are watching via live stream and all who've sent their best wishes to our family. Dad was born in Cogra, New South Wales, 1950, and was the only child of Kenneth and Margaret Price. Dad grew up on St George's Road, Penshurst, and attended Penshurst Primary. He moved to Leslie Crescent in Mortale in his teens and worked his groove at Hurstville High. Dad fell in love with Mum at the Milk Bar in Bowman Road, Peakhurst. And not long after was introduced to Mum's parents, Vince and Eve. His first introduction, meeting with KG, was a spray for not closing the gate behind him, so that got off to a good start. Most weekends were spent up at Bungool on the Hawkesbury River with the Beringer clan, where Dad found his love for water skiing and many fun times had by all. Barefoot was a common theme back then. With no wetsuit, Dad, wonder why you got piles later on in life. Dad bought his own Connolly craft, a boat named Short Fuse, which was an appropriate name for Dad. Mum and Dad were married Hurstville, 15th of April, 1976, and bought their first home together at 23 Moritai Road, Reesby Heights. Dad always welcomed everyone into their home. Countless times, the bar room in the backyard has brought so many people undone. If only those walls could talk. Dad played his junior football at Peakhurst and went to coach Boone Seagreed, but those stories are for another day. Dad worked at the Sydney Morning Herald, worked as a linotype mechanic, Hannon's Garbos trucks, and Bobby Clark Garbos. In 1973, Dad bought his brewery truck with Carlton United Breweries, and that was the beginning of the great man. I can say he's not too fond of Lindsay Linfox. He eventually bought in on the Central Coast Brewery run and went in partnerships with his great mate, Leo McRae, with the State Rail, where they shared dual roles, and they were nicknamed the Fat Controllers. His last job was Wyong and Gosford Race Club with his great mate Zig, where he was a jack of all trades. One race day, his only job was not to touch any of the starting mechanisms on the barriers, which somehow he failed to do. In the ensuing moments of panic, Dad has released the gates as the odds-on pop, shown by Gay Waterhouse, remaining in the barrier and missing the start by 15 lengths. In 1977 and 1979, the two Wongies were born. From a young age, Dad was transporting us all over New South Wales to numerous carnivals playing footy and instilling both of us what hard work looks like and always remembering where we come from. I cannot recall Snake Shoulders, Wongie, the Fat Controller, ever having a day off. His work ethic was unrivalled. 14 years of age, water skiing on the Georges River at Deepwater, the old bull said to me, "Son, get up in the driver's seat of the short fuse, I want to have a barefoot." 2 broken ribs later, we finally get him home. The only cure for his broken ribs was to hit the back bar room with his VB and Miranda Spumani he thought was the best medicine. He still made work the next day. Most vehicles at times were not one of Dad's biggest friends. 3 cars stolen, a falcon in Budgeroy Lake on behalf of Leo, the Bedford rollover in Cabarita with 12 tonne of cans splayed over Parramatta Road was a good drink for the coppers. Talk about solidarity. His comrades on the brewery all come together to help out a great mate, to keep him living his dream and keep his truck back on the road. The footy trip away to the Gold Coast with the under-15s Milperra Colts and putting the bus into the creek at Wet and Wild, to name a few. Through our teens, Dad would always drill us on exploiting the free stuff. Free stuff is certainly lost in today's society, I feel. Always encouraged eye contact. Firm handshake. Please, thank you. Good job, mate. Best of luck. Always get the first one in. And when doing a slash, always put one hand on the wall to brace yourself for when that door slams open. A handshake was a contract in Dad's eyes. Dad was a guy who could connect with anyone, children, middle-aged to the elderly, and had an unbelievable way of making everyone feel loved and a part of his family. He protected his family, but DP caused him some heartache over the years. There was no pretense with the old fella, and he certainly knew how to have a good time. He was the life of the party. He'd pay you out as quick as he'd lift you up brilliantly. 14 years at Milperra Colts, supporting his sons, to coaching on the sideline, to selling hot dogs, working on the committee, and creating wonderful memories. Mum and Dad made lots of new memories when Dad semi-retired 12 years ago and moved to Budgie, and he enjoyed his Friday afternoon ritual with the boys at Budgie Pub at the table of bullshit and knowledge. Dad and Mum gave us boys the perfect foundation to be the best we can be in life, but also kick up the arse when needed. He was super proud of DP winning his WBU World Boxing title and being in the corner of the fighting Kalgoorlie. The Fat Controller had one job, which was to get the stool through the ropes, which he duffed, the Wong Dong. He never missed one of his fights. Unfortunately, Dad wasn't well enough to fly over the UK last August for the Challenge Cup final. So he sent Danny and Jack instead, but he sat in his chair and he rode every minute of the game. He was my first call after the game. He loved his Challenge Cup shirt, which he proudly wore most days. Poppy Price adored Sheridan. Kimmy and his grandchildren, Sienna, Savannah, Shani, and Charles. He would do anything and everything for his little ones. Whenever the kids were around, he would just light up. He never let on that he was feeling unwell, and even when he was down and out, the grandkids were his motivation to fight another day. "Pop, how are you feeling?" His response, "We'll be right," he'd say. He never let on that he was crook. Savannah's message to Poppy Price: "You were thoughtful, caring, and loving Pop. We all wish you were here with us, but you'll be more safe in heaven. He went through good times and bad times and never gave up. He did what was right. We will miss him." He loved Mum unconditionally, and only 3 weeks ago, they hit their 45th wedding anniversary. As we can't be here all together today to celebrate Dad's life, please make sure you enjoy a beer in the memory of him. Greatly missed by all. Love you, mate.
And that's why it's a privilege to hear from family at a time like this, as they share with us some great memories and some which they can't share, but are maybe for another day, as we heard. We're going to see something of Chica's life in picture now, to stir up memories yet further. I've had a preview of this, so a couple of things I might say to you. Watch out for the brown safari suit. That's a bit of a shocker. There are quite a lot of short shorts, so just brace yourself for the short shorts. There's a lot of beer, but that will come as no surprise. And there is a particular bonny lass that I draw your attention to. You look at Patricia in these pictures. What a bonny lass. Charo's life in picture.
I messed up tonight. I lost another fight. I still myself, but I'll just start again. I keep falling down. I keep on hitting the ground, but I always get up now to see what's next. Birds don't just fly, they fall down and get up. Nobody learns without getting it wrong. I won't give up, no, I won't give in till I reach the end, and then I'll start again. No, I won't leave. I wanna try everything. I wanna try even though I could fail. I won't give up, no, I won't give in till I reach the end, and then I'll start again. No, I won't leave. I wanna try everything. I wanna try even though I could fail. Try everything. Try everything. Try everything. Look how far you've come. You filled your heart with love. Baby, you've done enough. Take a deep breath. Don't beat yourself up. No need to run so fast. Sometimes we come last, but we did our best. I won't give up, no, I won't give in till I reach the end, and then I'll start again. No, I won't leave. I wanna try everything. I wanna try even though I could fail. I won't give up, no, I won't give in till I reach the end, and then I'll start again. No, I won't leave. I wanna try everything. I wanna try even though I could fail. I'll keep on making those new mistakes. I'll keep on making them every day. Those new mistakes. Try everything. Try everything. Try everything.
working class man. Well, he's a steel-town disciple. He's a legend of his kind. He's running like a cyclone across the wild Midwestern sky. Oh, he's a working class man. He believes in God and Elvis. He gets out when he can. He did his time in Vietnam. Still mad at Uncle Sam. He's a simple man with a heart of gold in a complicated land. Oh, he's a working class man. Well, he loves a little woman. Someday he'll make his wife. Saving all the overtime for the one love of his life. He ain't worried about tomorrow, 'cause he just made up his mind. Life's too short for burning bridges. Take it one day at a time. Oh, he's a working class man. Oh, he's a working class man. Oh, yeah. Yes, he is. Well, he's a working class man. Oh. When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of a storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver song of love. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, for your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on, walk on. knows where, who knows where. But I'm strong, strong enough to carry him. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. So on we go. His welfare is my concern. No burden is he to bear. We'll get there. For I know he would not encumber me. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. If I'm leaning at all, I'm leaning with sadness that everyone's heart isn't filled with the gladness of love for one another. It's a long, long road from which there is no return. While we're on the way to there, why not share? And the Lord doesn't weigh me down at all. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. He's my brother. He ain't heavy, he's my brother.
Thank you for delving into your photo albums and selecting that lot to share with us all. What a privilege. Thank you so much for that. What wonderful memories. What terrible styles. What short shorts. And a beer in every picture just about. Thank you for sharing those with us. If you'd like to come forward now, you can place your flower on the casket. It's okay, you stay there. You stay there. Charles is going to lead us in the Lord's Prayer. If you want to join in, you're welcome to do so. Ready, Charles? You stand there so they can see you.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us for our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and glory, forever and ever. Amen. Poppy's big boy.
Well done, you. Well done. We're heading towards the close of the service. In Scotland and in Ireland, there's a tradition of farewell, and it seems like a most fitting tradition to use today here. It's a farewell reading and poem, and at the end of it, you've all got a part to play in it. You've all got a cheers to say. So in this, if you're ready, you've got a part to play in this. Remember, you've got a cheers. I'll keep you right. But in this, you just say, cheers, chica. And for those of you who are watching this in live streaming at home, you're also involved in this. You have to respond as well with, cheers, chica. This is called the parting glass. Oh, all the time that e'er I spent it in good company. And any harm that ever I've done, I trust it was to none but me. May those I've loved through all the years have memories now they'll e'er recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Cheers, chica. Oh, all the comrades that e'er I had are sorry for my going away. And all the loved ones that e'er I had would wish me stay but one more day. But since it falls unto my lot that I should leave and you should not, I'll gently rise and softly call, good night and joy be with you all. Cheers, chick. And the last verse. Of all good times that e'er we've shared, I leave to you fond memory. For all the friendships that e'er we had, I ask you to remember me. And when you sit and stories tell, I'll be with you and help recall. So fill to me the parting glass. God bless and joy be with you all. Cheers, chica. A very famous Scottish-Irish piece it's mostly Irish if I'm honest. They must have borrowed it from the Scots and just didn't give us it back. We come together to remember, to stories tell, to share together, to grieve together, to laugh together, to be together. We also come to farewell. We've come to that part in the service now where we farewell. And so for this, we always stand in honour and in tribute. So I invite you all, if you're able, please, to be upstanding. And again, those of you watching and live streaming, I invite you, if you're able, to please be upstanding. So here we've come to remember and celebrate Chica's life, to celebrate his life in ours, and even there's two of us here who celebrate his gift of life. Heartbreaking as it is, we farewell you, and we say, go in peace, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Go in peace. Till we meet again. Go in peace. Go in peace. It would surprise me very much if he were not the one who would say to you all, I'm at peace. You go in peace. Would you not wish that for his family and his friends? You go in peace. So he says to you, you go in peace. I leave with you then these words of peace from my part of the world, and again, so fitting for this part. A Celtic blessing. Deep peace of the shining star to you. Deep peace of the quiet earth to you. Deep peace of the running wave to you. And the flowing air to you. Deep peace of warm, assuring, comforting love to you. Comforting love to you, that you may all go, even from here, in peace. He was true blue. We leave to John Williamson singing us out, True Blue.
Hey, true blue, don't say you've gone. Say you've knocked off for a smoker, and you'll be back later on. Hey, true blue. Hey, true blue. Give it to me straight, face to face. Are you really disappearing? Just another dying race. Hey, true blue. True blue. Is it me and you? Is it mom and dad? Is it a cockatoo? Is it standing by your mate when he's in a fight? Or will she be right? True blue, I'm asking you. Hey, true blue, can you bear the load? Will you tie it up with wire just to keep the show on the road? Hey, true blue. Hey, true blue. I'll be fading. Is your heart still there? If they sell us out like sponge cake, do you really care? Hey, true blue. True blue. Is it me and you? Is it mom and dad? Is it a cockatoo? Is it standing by your mate when she's in a fight? Or will she be right? True blue, I'm asking you. Is it me and you? Is it mom and dad? Is it a cockatoo? Is it standing by your mate when he's in a fight? Or will she be right? True. Don't say you've gone. Say you've knocked